Let me tell you a story. It's 7 in the morning and the sun is just about to come up. And I'm going into my university. And as I'm walking up to the building, I can see through the door that someone else is also trying to come out at the same time because the door was made out of glass. So me being polite, I open and hold the door for him. And as he's coming out, he tells me, thank you, thank you. And I wanted to tell him, you're welcome, which in Hungarian is szívesen, szívesen. And for some reason, my brain just lagged. Something happened? And I just uttered "Shush," like something like this, like "Shush," and I just walked inside. And the moment I closed the door, I had such a good laugh. Like I was laughing for a minute. Like I even needed to go to take a piss, and while taking a piss, I was still laughing. I just found it so funny that this random guy just walking out, and there's me just saying "Sushi" and then going inside. And at that time, I realized just how important it is to be able to laugh at yourself. Because imagine if I reacted in some other kind of way. Imagine if I got angry at myself, or blaming myself, thinking how stupid I was, how cringy that was. My day would have been ruined from that point. I would have had this bad mindset. But when I laughed at myself, it even made my day better. I had a great laugh. And it all depends if whether you can laugh at yourself or not. Whether you react by blaming yourself, blaming the other person. It all goes on inside here. And from that story, that is where I got the idea to make this video on the importance of laughing at yourself. Most people, when something bad happens to them, they usually react by either getting angry or at the other person or at themselves, blaming themselves, or they start cringing, just thinking how awkward the situation was, what the other person thinks of me, so on, so on, so on. But do you have the awareness, the capability to turn this situation into humor, knowing that it all doesn't matter. In the end, it doesn't matter. It's all trivial. Instead of blaming yourself, can you see the humor in this moment and laugh at yourself? Or when you make a mistake, when you do something stupid in front of a lot of people, when you spill milk on the floor, when you slip on a banana peel, in those moments, can you just have a good laugh at yourself? Instead of reacting negatively, with resentment, with hate, with anger, with blaming yourself, can you find the humor in it? And trust me, this helps you so much with stress, with anxiety, with sadness. It almost cuts through them, and it turns them into something humorous, something light, something not to be taken seriously. When you can laugh at it, it's almost like you're transcending the whole situation. It's like everything's going on around you, but you internally remain the same. It doesn't disturb you. You remain unperturbable. And the reason why I think that most people can't laugh at themselves and instead respond with anger, resentment, hate, is firstly because they are taking things too seriously. When they spill milk on the floor, they immediately start thinking that they are really bad at stuff. They can't handle stuff. Instead of seeing how trivial it all is. Or they have these thoughts that it has to go my way. It has to be perfect. It has to be this way, that way. And if it doesn't go this way, the world's ending. They taking things too seriously. But just ask yourself, will this thing that you're worrying about or taking seriously, will it matter in a month? Will this thing matter in a year? Will it matter in 5 years? Probably not. The fact that you spilled the milk today, will that matter in a year? No. The fact that you failed your test today, will that matter in a year? It won't. The fact that you did something embarrassing in front of a lot of people, will that matter in a year or even in a few months? It won't. No one will remember you. Another reason that you might not be able to laugh at yourself is because you are too curled in on yourself. You're only concerned about yourself. You're living in your head too much. And this includes caring too much about what others think of you. What will they think about my hair? Does my clothes look good? Am I sitting right? Should I be more open? All of that is curling in on yourself. Only looking inwards. How do I look? Am I looking good? Is my hair looking good? Did I pick the right clothes today? Being too curled in on yourself is overthinking everything, stressing about everything. But you gotta realize that what others think of you is completely out of your control. You cannot do anything about it. So it's useless to worry about it. It's useless to stress about it. Really. If you are stressing so much about what other people think, if you put a lot of value on what other people think, if you value yourself based on what other people think, you are giving away your happiness. You are putting your happiness in other people's hands. Because if they think that you're a good person, you're great, then you'll think that too. But if the moment they think that you're a bad person, you'll also change your self-image. This is why it's way more important what you think of yourself than what others think of you. If someone will think bad of you, will you also do that? If someone thinks good of you, will you also do that? Don't be so easily influenced by other people's opinions. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't listen to them. This is very important. I think that you should listen to the opinions of the people that are close to you, that know you well. But you should not listen to the opinions of random people online or on the street, friends that you barely even know, or not even your real friends. You shouldn't really take their opinions seriously. You should listen to their opinions, think about them. But look at it from an objective standpoint, not taking them too seriously. And also, what if they think that you're a bad person? What if they think that you're this, you're that? And so what? You gotta ask yourself, what's more important for you? Is it their opinion about yourself? Or your own opinion about yourself? You gotta choose which one is more important to you. Now the last reason, which is a very short one, very quick one, you gotta realize that most of the things in life doesn't really matter. I'd say that 90% of the things do not matter. They are completely trivial. They won't matter in a couple of years. And also, life is just so short and we're all going to die. So instead of worrying, full of anxiety, stressing ourselves, why not just have a good ride and laugh at ourselves? Why not just have a good laugh at yourself? Now what I want you to do is, after watching this video, after clicking off, for the next 24 hours, just next 24 hours, notice the times when you could use what you learned in this video. Notice throughout your day the situations where you could have a great laugh at yourself instead of responding with resentment, hate, anger, awkwardness. Look out for these little situations in your day and notice how much a good laugh can change the whole situation. the ability to laugh at yourself. All the love. I hope that you like this video. I hope it was helpful. Have a great day and goodbye.